So what we want to do with Chef Wong is create a brand that kids, like our children, will grow up knowing. So when they're in their 20s, they'll go, oh yeah, let's go to Chef Wong. For us, growing up, being Asian, yum cha is part of our culture. It's who we are, especially being Southeast Asian. We grow any Southeast Asian child will tell you that weekend was a day they'll go yum cha with their family. It was just this kind of outing. It's part of our culture. It was ingrained in us that that yum cha was something you would do.
Chef Wong, he's my dad. He came from a really poor family, and he started working as a chef when he was 16, and pretty much started from as low as sort of pushing the trolleys to then washing the vegetables, then to cutting vegetables, to cutting the meat, and then he progressively made it up to being a dim sum chef. But it took many years. Then he started to retire when he got sick in his 60s, and so that's where we kind of started this business as a hobby, really. It's really started off when my dad sort of was recovering from bowel cancer. Like my husband Chung, he built a website for him to handmade dumplings at home under the Monarch Council. And we started off with 1 order a day to 2 orders a week, and then COVID hit and it really boomed from there. So all these handmade youngster dumplings, people really wanted it during COVID, and there was nothing much open, and we're delivering frozen dumplings to people's houses.
Starting 2019, Doris had this idea to get her dad doing something. Also, the SOS that came from her mother-in-law, because they constantly had these arguments because he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't himself. The idea was just to make some dumplings for friends, and the only way to help that process and advertise to friends was me building a website, ask around to our friends with the website, say, hey, if you want to buy some dumplings, jump online and order online. He was just making dumplings at home by himself, doing about 200-300 dumplings a week. Then COVID hit, and Doris thought, you know what, I'll see how busy this can get. And then she put it on Facebook just to get an idea of if people would be interested. Little did we know that it became very popular. So doing 200-300 dumplings a week quickly became 200-300 dumplings a day. We start off with 1 freezer, then add another freezer, then another freezer, and eventually we had about 8 freezers in total. And the business kept growing. Every
weekend and almost every day it's busy, and just to hear that people love the food, he's very happy.
It's not just that. For us, it's continuing a legacy. Well, for us, this is my father, my wife's dad. His whole life, this is now
his name,
legacy, brand, his food.